Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
In our latest 12-team, 14-round standard league snake mock draft that we put together, we've got specifically, as we've done with the other mock drafts we have it specifically set up here for the results and what happened with quarterbacks. Again, we do have a couple of quarterbacks that were not drafted. Continually seeing a guy like Jason Campbell for the Raiders not drafted, and he probably shouldn't be drafted, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's on some fantasy teams by mid-season, if and this can be a big if the Raiders' offensive line can give him some protection. There are opportunities there. You got Zach Miller, decent tight end, and there is a young receiving core up and coming. I like Chaz Schillens over there as well. They have one of the more favorable schedules to pass against this year, and what that really tells me is usually when you have that kind of schedule, the teams that you're tending to face aren't the greatest when it comes to pass rush, and that is very big for Jason. He's not a mobile guy, and he does need a little bit of time in the pocket, but if he does get that time in certain games, he can have some really big days. So I think when you have a guy like that, if you do get him off the waiver wire, just as a quick note here, a mental note for you before you're getting into the season, maybe you can file this away. If he's playing against teams that are having a lot of struggles in pass rush, then that's where you definitely want to maybe try to exploit him if you have, you have to mix and match in this particular area. Beyond that, you've seen Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. It's very typical that they're going in the first rounds of drafts, or if not early second round, especially in a 12-team league. And so that's very traditional. We saw Kevin Kolb actually go, the 6th round in this one? I believe it was 7th round in our PPR. So he's getting good respect. I mean, he's definitely going in a place where he's going to get an opportunity to start on different teams. So let's hope that he is worth the hype. I think the one thing I'm concerned about with him is touchdowns. Usually it's easy to throw the football for a lot of yardage in a West Coast offense. I know he did a good job in the 2 games that he played last year, but let's face it, he was facing the Saints and the Chiefs. Those teams weren't exactly great against the pass. Sure, the Saints were good at making turnovers, but when it came to really stopping the pass for overall yardage and things, they had their struggles for sure. Donovan McNabb, 9th round. McNabb is definitely coming at a value right now in a lot of mock draft this season. I think the big thing is, can he stay healthy? They did a nice job getting Jamal Brown, right tackle from the Saints. That was nice to see. He's got to show that he's fully recovered. Remember, I think last year he missed the whole season, so he's got to show that he's back. But when he is back, he is a Pro Bowl guy, so that's an instant help. Should be an instant help, especially from what he had before McNabb with the offensive line. That's going to help. I do believe McNabb's definitely going to be worth having. He's probably going to be worth starting on your team, so keep that in mind, especially in a 12-team league, that you can probably get him at a decent value. And this one, again, he was in the 9th round. And once again, we just want to let you know that if you're listening to this out there on the internet, maybe on YouTube for a video, we've got this, what we're talking about here, available for you. There's a link. It should be a link at the bottom of where this video is at, right underneath the text. And you can click on that link. You can go over and you can download this information that we're talking about. You can print it out for yourself to use at your draft. We have that available for you. And if you're also listening to this on a podcast, maybe like Podbean, Mepedia, any one of those, Blueberry, any of those type of places, that should also be incorporated. There should be an article with this as well, and there should be some type of link there for you to get back to the specific page that we're talking about for this cheat sheet or mock draft that we happen to be talking to you about right now. Good luck this season, and we hope that this information helps you have success.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy football.